We are looking for a long-term relationship in the world of pediatric cancer research so that hopefully we can do our part to help find a cure for this disease. We are not looking for a one-off donation. That's not what we're about. We really want to help find a cure, and we want to spend our money where that work is going to go, where that work is going to happen. And we believe, after talking to the doctors and the scientists here, that they're going to make those steps. And that's one of the reasons why I challenged Tech to make sure to push the envelope and don't be afraid of possibly failing, or don't be afraid of taking on something because it's big, or don't be afraid of taking on something because it costs a lot of money. Like I said, we'll find the money, but we made a commitment to Texas Tech. They made a commitment to us, and as long as we have those funds available and they're willing to do the research, then the MTK Foundation and Texas Tech will work very well together. The artwork, yeah, that artwork, it's a piece that's actually called Commitment. And I believe that they put it there because every time they go in and out of those doors, they see that, and Texas Tech has made a commitment to the city of Amarillo and to our people and to the larger Panhandle in general. I mean, there's people that come in from all over the Panhandle here. And so we're kind of reciprocating that commitment, and we want to make sure that Tech has what they need as far as pediatric cancer research is concerned, and we're gonna commit to helping fund that research. And even if it's expensive, we'll go find the money. It's out there, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about it right now, is because I feel like a portion of what I promised Madison has come true, and you know, I hope that she's proud. I hope to one day look at her and touch her and sit down and tell her, baby, I did what I said I was going to do. But this is not the end of it. By any stretch of imagination, we have a long way to go. But the MTK Foundation, you know, we want to help. We want Texas Tech to have what they need to do it, and we're committed to helping them do that. You know, when we want something as a people, as a society, when we truly want it, we find ways of making it happen. And that's done all through history. And, you know, the splitting of the atom and harnessing that power is a wonderful example. Everybody knew it was theoretically possible, but to make it happen, they moved heaven and earth to do it. And they built cities in the middle of the desert. They built cities in Tennessee, I believe, distilling, you know, heavy water, and they made it happen. And within the 3 or 4 years, they had licked the problem. And you know, sometimes I wonder why we don't do that for cancer, especially pediatric cancer research, because, you know, pediatric cancer research is so much more difficult. There's not as much money in it. The cures that we find for pediatric cancer can trickle up to adults, but adult cures cannot necessarily trickle down to pediatrics. So it's a double-edged sword, and you know, up until the STAR Act that was passed just here a couple of weeks ago, there was no research money in it except for the money that was given by donations. And I like to help Amarillo, and I think that Amarillo, I think there's a reason why they like to keep it here. It's because we care for each other. We truly go out of our way to take care of one another. And the fact that money is staying here, the fact that money is going to be put to heavy and very intuitive cancer research right here in Amarillo is fascinating, and there was no way we could turn it down. It was almost a perfect match at the perfect time. Cancer survival rates in children are on the rise, and they've been on the rise for quite a long time, which is a good thing, but it's still not good enough until we can start taking on some of the more difficult types of cancer, your sarcomas and your blastomas, and, you know, all these other things that there's not a whole lot of research being done because of the lack of money.